Well, good morning. It is Sunday. Man, what it is? It Sunday the 27th? No, Monday the 28th. Monday the 28th of December. I'm in Minnesota, so I'm a little bit thrown off. We got in yesterday afternoon and spent some time with my grandkids. Going to do that again today. Getting ready to go to the gym in about an hour here in Minnesota with my son. And so, but in all of that, I did watch, some of the Knicks game on my phone last night and I watched the replay of the game this morning. And, I definitely wanted to touch base with y'all on the win last night. Now, from the Saturday night game, as I said, we can't get too high and too low. I know it's easy. It's hard for the Knick Nation to stay cool from game to game. But we're still early in the season, okay? And they looked really bad, Saturday night, and they looked really good Sunday, both against top teams. But I just want to put some perspective on the overall situation. So between Alfred Payton and Frank Ntilikina, the Knicks got 39 points out of the point guard position last night. Now, that was the key, one of the keys. The other one was defense. They also played, if you saw last night, they held the Bucks to a very low percentage on the three-pointer. That was not an accident. They played much better perimeter defense last night. And those two things, the overall improvement on defense and the push from the point guard position, is what caused it to be a blowout. Now, they would have won anyway. The thing is about Alfred Payton. Let's talk about Alfred Payton for a second. Both he and Frank came back Saturday night, and they said they were there past 11 o'clock shooting. So they're putting in the work to get better. But it wasn't Alfred Payton's three-point shot that really propelled the Knicks. I'm saying it made it a blowout. Yes. But if you watch the game, his floater was going. See, Payton can get that floater anytime he wants. That's been his whole career. He can get that floater in the foul line area anytime he wants. Problem is that he misses most of them. Okay? Especially from that range. Last night he had that floater going alone, and then it just augmented with the three-pointer that he had going as well. So if he can consistently hit that floater, and that's what makes Emmanuel Quickley such a change on the offensive end. Emmanuel Quickley brings a floater game. Okay. Yes, he can shoot from the three, but it's the floater game that he brings that really, gets things going offensively. So, and then I even saw Frank shoot a couple of floaters. He didn't hit his, but if they work on that floater game and get it going, they will open up a lot of stuff, brethren. So that's what I saw first. And then of course the perimeter defense was excellent. The perimeter defense was really good. They were really getting to the shooters, forcing them to take shots a little bit faster than they want to, which of course those split seconds again makes all the difference in the world. And the Bucks were missing some of those three because of that perimeter defense. It was excellent, excellent. I love that second unit with RJ and Frank and Nerlens Noel and Kevin Knox and Burks. I mean, they were really good. And I'm going to tell you something. Kevin Knox, he has come a long way defensively. I mean, he is not just adequate. He's playing good defense. Kevin Knox is playing good defense. Now, he got beat a couple of times last night, which reminded you that he's still young. But in many possessions, his footwork is excellent. He was all over Middleton. Middleton is a $170 million player. Kevin Knox was locking him up at times last night. So I love that. And that's really the overall thing. It was defense that propelled the offense. We were talking about the Knicks. I was asking if the Knicks could play 36 minutes of good basketball. Remember, we were talking about they played less than 24 minutes of good basketball against Philadelphia. They played 48 minutes tonight. They really did. They played 48 minutes of ball tonight. Julius Randle, still from time to time, takes a bad shot. Still from time to time, looks off people from time to time. But overall, Julius Randle is playing the best basketball of his career. He's 26 years old. He's not quite reaching his prime yet. His prime really won't begin until next season. He come in, he's lost weight, he's in shape. Well, he's always in shape. It's never been a problem for him. But the game mentally, his mental game, he's passing the rock better. He's playing better defense. He's picking his spots. He's playing with more IQ. I want to say something that y'all gonna think is crazy. This is only the third game of the season. If we look back, I'm gonna do like a review after the 15th game, just like overall to see where we at. But if we get to the 15th game of the season and he's still playing like this, he's an all-star. Julius Randle will be an Eastern Conference all-star, and he should be, because he's playing, he's balling, man. He's just straight up balling. Okay, so we got to see if it continues. But if he's playing at a high level. He's the MVP of the Knicks right now. So if we can get an all-star level season out of Julius Randle, and then like I said to y'all, the improvement is going to continue. Now, some of y'all thought it was crazy when I said I'm still looking at 31 wins Saturday night because they lost to Philly. Please don't get caught up in one game, one way or the other. Okay? Be like RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett doesn't get too high when he plays a good game, and he doesn't get too low when he plays a bad game. He keeps it even keel. It's a long season. Okay? So, after every game, Knicks fans come up with, like, after Saturday night's game, we need to trade this one, dump this one. After tonight's game, we got to sign this one next time. Blah, blah. Don't react like that. It's a long season. Okay? We're going to develop. Thibodeau, actually, they asked him, he said, we're not there yet. He said, but we're going to get there if we keep working. And yes, that's been the plan the whole time. And so, like I said, let's get in these 10 to 15 games. Let him work out his rotation. But it looks like, to me, you got a solid, obviously, bench. You got a solid bench. And your starting five, I don't know. I mean, I still am not sold on the starting five. But I'm not going to question what Thibodeau is doing right now. But, yeah, anyway. And then you still got Obi and IQ. Now, Obi's going to miss a week. He's going to miss a lot of time. So, you're talking about he missed Sunday's game. He's going to miss Cleveland. He's going to miss Toronto. He's gone, I think they said 7 to 10 days. So, you're talking about into next week before he comes back. He's going to probably miss a good 6 games. See? That's a big loss right there, for a rookie. That's a big loss because he's going to have to work his way back. As you can see, Austin Rivers is still not in the lineup. Still not in the lineup. I think IQ is going to miss the Cleveland game because he's not 100%. Okay. So, you miss 6 or 7 games. That puts you back a pretty good spot. It's good that Julius Randle is balling the way he is, but we want to see Obi Toppin get some development this year. So, it's still early. Even if he misses 6, 7 games, he can come back later and hopefully not get hurt again and then develop, get his rookie season development that he needs. IQ, I'm thinking he might come back Friday because it looked like he's close. That's day to day. So I'm thinking Friday is a good target date for him. He may not be back Wednesday, but probably Friday. And I don't even know what the rotations, how that's going to work, but they got a really good second unit. Whether it's Frank or IQ with Burks and Knox and Noel, they got a really good second unit, man. I like that second unit that they put out there. So, and again, Knox he's a little bit away from people like the league noticing how good he is. Like, as Knicks fans, if you watching him now, you notice he's getting better. He's getting better on defense. He's getting more confident offensively. He's just a little bit away, just a little bit more work, maybe another like 2 or 3 months of hard work away if he doesn't get injured. Hopefully he doesn't. From consistently hitting his jumper, consistently hitting his floater, and then bringing that defense every night. And then Kevin Knox is a young lion that's going to break out the cage. I'm very excited about him. And again, we still talking about his 3rd year. I'm trying to tell y'all, wait till his 4th year. You ain't seen nothing yet. We got the right guy. We got the right guy at number 9, Mr. Knox. So you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till his 4th season. Frank, I expected him to get 30 minutes a game this year. So he is obviously not getting that. So I'm thinking, last night he played 18 minutes. Last night, Peyton played, like something like 28 minutes. I want to say something like that. And Frank played 18. It was a pretty good mix. And Frank played very well. Of course, he brought defense. He was 4 for 4 from the 3-point line. So that's excellent. There was one play that I think all of us shook our heads on, where Frank gets into the lane, and he's deep in the lane and he's looking to pass, and he needs to take the shot right there. Well, a couple of series down the floor, Julius Randle kicked it out to Frank, and Frank did nail the three. So Frank has to be more aggressive. And I saw in that previous play when he was in the lane and didn't shoot, Thibodeau was going crazy. Thibodeau was on, if you watch Thibodeau on the side, his hands were waving, he was yelling. You know, he was telling him, you need to shoot the ball right there. So this is looking good, man. I'm very hopeful and encouraged for our Knicks. I'm still sticking with our 31 win projection. I think we're going to get that. We're going to get better as the year goes on. Our defense is looking very good. Julius Randle's playing at an all-star level. And then, of course, now don't expect Elfrid Payton to be 3 for 3 from 3 every night. That's not going to happen. But I will tell you this. If he consistently, which I believe he has the gift to consistently hit that floater, he's working on it. So if he can, I'm telling you, y'all know he can get in the lane anytime he wants. So if he can get in the lane and consistently hit that floater, the Knicks are a different team. The Knicks are a different team. Whatever y'all was thinking we can become with Emmanuel quickly, we will become with Elfrid Payton if he consistently hits that floater. If he does. So, and I think he can, because he gets that shot for years. For see, with Orlando, he was getting that shot. So he could get that shot anytime he wants. It's just that he needs to hit it. And he was hitting it last night. He was hitting that floater from different angles on the floor. So I'm very excited about that. So that, yes, I will agree with y'all who are saying, we need point guard play. I'm not saying we need to get a point guard. We need to go get one. I mean, if we get a Cade Cunningham or Jalen Suggs or something like that in this coming draft, great. But I'm saying right now, we just need improvement of the point guard play that we already have. And you can see what happens. You get 39 points from the point guard position. You blow out one of the top teams in the league by 20. Okay. And that's basically with everything else being equal. So if we can get a double figure score out of Elfrid Payton, and I think if he hits that floater, we could get that. If we can continue to get an aggressive Frank Ntilikina, if we can continue to get an Emmanuel quickly, we're going to be in good shape. We're going to be in very good shape. We're going to be in very good shape. Mitchell Robinson, he was playing a good game last night. Mitchell Robinson was all over the floor. Several times he contested 3-point shots running from the paint. Several times, and they missed. So he's playing good. Nerlens Noel was a good backup last night. He did his thing. Everybody was playing, good defense last night. I was very happy with that. Of course, RJ was steady. RJ is going to be steady. I still expect him to be a 20-point a game scorer. And he's going to get more consistent and more efficient. And he is. He's going to be good. I have no problem with that. RJ is coming up. So good win last night for the Knicks. I know they feel good. We're going to Cleveland. I think tomorrow night. They're playing in Cleveland tomorrow night. Don't sleep on Cleveland. Just because we had success against them in the preseason. This is not the preseason. And of course, the Knicks need to be consistent on defense. And let's hope they can continue to do that. Again, we don't expect them to shoot the lights out from 3 like they did last night. But we expect good perimeter defense. We expect the ball movement. They had 27 assists last night. It wasn't quite the 30 number we want to see, but hey, 27 assists means the ball was moving. They had 5 players or 6 players in double figures last night. Excellent. So if we could, that is something we could bring every night. We can move the ball every night. We can play good defense every night. We can play good perimeter defense every night. Okay, these things we should be able to do every single night, and that's what we're working toward. So they put together a 48-minute game against a top team last night. That shows them they can do it. They still going to have work. They're going to have bad nights. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be nights like Philly again. You're going to see that. But don't fret, don't trip. It's going to be an overall improvement so that hopefully my vision is for them by the time you get to maybe February, it may be the end of February. Once they play half the season, you should consistently see something, consistently see the defense, consistently see the ball movement, consistently see, them taking good shots. So that's what I'm saying. You're going to see them get better as the year goes on. So again, very good win for our Knicks nation. Very good night for us. Very good way to get us into the holiday cheer. So good job, Knicks. Please be safe out there. Blessings on those that are working in the healthcare field. Please be safe. Please keep yourself. Take all the precautions with this COVID thing going on. I hope your all needs are being met. It's very cold here in Minnesota. If you like cold, you like it here, but it's very cold here. So we're taking our time going where we got to go with all this ice and snow all over the place. Y'all be safe where you are. Shalom.